Let's go.
Millhouse! Wow! Tell Bart to come home!
I think he's at Nelson.
Who's Nelson?
Oh, man. We used to do that at work, you remember?
Yeah.
We used to, yes. That was a good one.
Oh.
That was awesome. Well
I
done.
watched that. It came off on Instagram, and that was that bit, and I was just went, click, I'm doing it, and I'm not telling him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that one got me. Good job. That was awesome.
Oh,
Well done.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Just Add Movies, episode 7. The red capes are coming.
The red capes are coming.
So, if everyone does know the reference at all, it is to the absolute disappointment in the DC universe of Batman v Superman.
Yeah, no.
What a title for that name too, Batman v Superman.
That's very original, isn't it?
That right there is it's like one of the
you
reasons
didn't-
went wrong with this movie.
Yes, very much so. But before we get into that, you are Darcy, I am Andy, and we are Just Add Movies. You've got to do the intro. You do the Just Add Movies bit, but you've got to say who we are. I had a
Well, you did it. So
I had a mate critique us on that, and I was like, oh, good point.
good
We
point.
actually got to this point without actually introducing who we were. So
Okay,
that's who
I
we-
will
that's who we
work
are.
on that, and that won't happen again. I'm sorry.
I should have done that on air. I should have told you off air, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
anyway.
Don't think of me.
So there you go. Welcome to the pre-show meeting that we don't actually have. We just sort of dive right into it, don't we?
Well, this is a show just us talking shit.
That's true. That's true. It's a quality show, but
Quality show, like
Quality show.
perfect show. Like that's just what we do.
We're all about
Talking shit.
efficiency,
And talking shit.
Professional. That's the word I was looking for.
Professionalism.
We are a very professional program.
Yes,
Mm,
very
thanks for
professional.
listening.
That's why we're going to be talking like this.
So today we are talking about Batman v Superman.
What a title.
What very original. Directed by Zachary Snyder. Written by Chris Terrio and David S. Goya.
Yes.
And I got to say, I didn't have a problem with either of those. Well, that's a lie. I had a problem with Zach.
I'm not blaming
But
Zach for how bad this
I
movie
blame
is.
the writing.
I'm not blaming Zach.
Call it now.
I'm not blaming Zach for this. I reckon Warner Brothers had too much involved in this, and that's why.
Well, that's a good point, actually. That's
That
a fair
and
point.
like
That's a
if you
fair
notice
point.
the two movies that he directed, they sucked. It was Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. They both sucked.
Snyder didn't do Suicide Squad.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, guarantee you, he was involved in Suicide Squad.
Am I going to make a dick of myself here? I think so.
Oh, we just play along with it.
I think so.
You're making me nervous now.
Now you just keep talking.
But I'm
while
just saying, like, any movie that he's been, I'll say a part of, not directed, but say like a part of,
Okay.
Warner Brothers have gotten themselves involved with this and completely screwed it up. That's why there is
Yes.
a movie, there's even one out there, one copy floating around.
You're
called-
not. Okay, let's just back it up. Back to the original problem. You're not thinking of Justice League. Certainly not.
No, not thinking of Justice League, which is bad on its
He
own.
definitely did not do Suicide Squad.
Oh.
That was, for memory.
He had involvement in
I
that
can't
movie,
remember.
though.
I think he produced.
I think he
a
produced. He was
producer
a
on it.
producer. He had involvement in that movie.
Because I know this because Sucker Punch. Well, let's go through the worthy ones rather. Sorry.
I was about to say, Sucker
Sucker
Punch isn't
Punch.
worthy.
Sucker Punch, Watchmen, Batman vs Superman, Man of Steel, and Justice League. Right. So he's pretty big in the DC kind of stuff, right? Which is fine.
Yeah.
Like we've got what's his face that did all the Marvel, like heaps of Marvels.
Kevin Feige or whatever his name is.
Whatever he
Kevin
was,
Feige.
he did heaps of Marvel. So it's not uncommon for them to set up have a big production in the universe, right? That's fine. But I got to say, out of the 5 big movies Zack Snyder's done, they've all been pretty shit. I'll admit, Man of Steel, I liked.
I like Man of Steel.
I liked Man of Steel. I thought that
liked
was
it.
done well to to revamp the whole Superman deal. Right?
Yeah.
Fine. That was cool. No worries. The rest of them, Justice League, Watchmen, and Sucker Punch, no deal.
I didn't hate Justice League.
No deal.
I didn't hate it. It was a disappointment.
Not into it.
It was a disappointment, but it's not something that I would have gone and rewatched at the cinemas.
Okay.
It's
Fair
not
cop,
something.
but
I
there's no
was
way.
like, you know what? I'm just
I
going to
wasn't.
wait for it to come out on DVD, then I'll buy it
Fair.
because I do collect that shit.
Yeah, you do. You do. That's fair.
And I just didn't hate it. Like with this
I
movie,
I just couldn't
didn't
do it.
hate it. Just
I
very,
I
very disappointed. Like it was like looking at your son who's just fucked up and went, "I'm not mad. I'm just very disappointed."
The thing for me was it had so much potential.
Oh.
This movie had so much. Who wouldn't want to see Batman or Superman kick the other's ass?
No.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who would win
If you're
in
thinking-
this fight? If you fought to the death between Batman and Superman with their powers, this movie aside,
I think
who
you're
would
bringing
win?
on a whole long conversation here.
You are. No, okay, but just off the top of your head.
Okay, and we're are we talking Batman in the suit that he was in the movie, or are we talking
Okay,
just
you know what?
Batman
Yeah,
in his normal suit?
we are going to get into that. But yes, let's say it was the mechanical suit.
The big bat, the bat armor suit.
Yeah, it's called the...
To be honest, the way that Batman has, like the way Bruce Wayne's mind works, to be honest, I reckon he could beat him. Because he does have, like, if he has access to kryptonite, absolutely.
This one did, yeah.
Absolutely, he could beat him. But if you're taking just the suit out of it, and he's got no kryptonite, I'm sorry, Superman destroys him.
I'm an avid Batman fan, right? Like, I'll pick Batman over Superman any day of the week.
Oh, as
right?
am I.
Absolutely. But there is no way, I don't care any way you slice it, Superman would destroy Batman if he had to. If
It wouldn't
come
be
down to the death,
easy.
If it come down to the death, I disagree. I think Superman could just
Easy.
that.
No, like I'm not saying
You get those
easy,
laser
but-
eyes, man. Done.
Oh, well,
Gotcha.
the thing
Bruce
is,
Wayne's only a man.
I know that.
Bruce Wayne is only
But
a
I'm
man.
just saying it would not be easy because I reckon Superman would like easily. He could I know he could destroy the world, but if it was come to a fight, it won't be just like that.
I disagree.
I reckon it'd be a bit big of a fight. I reckon it'd be an epic battle.
No. Oh, I mean, that's what this 3-hour monstrosity was.
Was it 3 hours?
Yes, it was 3 hours and
Didn't
2 minutes.
feel like that. I felt like
This
just
is
2 hours.
It's insane. No, I think it felt like 6 hours. This movie dragged. Anyway, no, let me just... we'll get into that.
We'll get it right.
We'll get into that.
Kick it off with the cast here.
Yes, please.
So we got Ben Affleck
Mhm.
as the Batman. To be honest, I liked him as Batman.
I'm glad you brought this up.
I
glad you brought this up.
I love how we just kicked it off. It's another discussion.
I liked him. I did.
did.
I was so against it when they announced it. So was the rest of the world.
And like, ladies and
But-
gentlemen, you said this about a year ago about the
Bat.
newest Batman, Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, pat.
You're going to be wrong about that. So if you were wrong about Ben Affleck, you're going to be wrong about the Pat Bat.
These set photos that are coming up, man. I'm thinking I'm going to eat my words with this Pat Bat shit. I
reckon
really
it's going
do.
to be epic.
I hope I'm wrong. I really do. Do you know what my problem was with this? Is that I look at him and see this skinny little dude. This is the only reason. You're right. You've said this many times. I haven't seen his other work. Well, really anything he's in. I haven't seen Twilight, but I really
Potter.
haven't seen anything he's in. I don't think I've sat through one movie, to be honest.
Oh, there's a long list I could show you.
But my main issue with this is I see him as a small little dude, right? So now that these set photos are coming out, I'm seeing this and going, oh, hang on.
Well, that's not actually Robert Pattinson in those photos.
No.
On the bike.
No, I didn't think so. These are stunt doubles,
Yeah, it's a
right?
stunt double.
Right? Yeah. But the video, right? The Batsuit video. That was him, right? That they released. And again, you got to realize Batman in the Batsuit has a very distinct jawline, right? That's all you really see is your jaw. So I just think his face is too thin for this. I hope I'm wrong. I really do because I really want this to work, but I hope to God I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Batman has a very distinct body shape.
And I think
Okay?
Ben Affleck did nail it.
If you look at the comics compared to Ben Affleck's
And-
Batman,
It's like it's
pretty goddamn close in the build side.
it's
of things,
ridiculous,
right?
isn't it? With
So
the smirky smile that he
he-
does and you see from like Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
bloody hell.
so Ben Affleck was probably cast really well, though everyone disagreed. Because coming off the back end of Christian Bale, he nailed it. He nailed the performance side of it.
Yeah.
Same deal again, though. He has a very distinct size. And if you look at the comics and you say the animated series, Batman is quite big. Like,
He's bulk.
he's massive in the chest and his shoulders are huge, right? Christian Bale didn't have that. He was very... No, I'm not saying he was slim.
He was
because
a
wasn't.
lean-
He was big, but he would have been... Exactly. Would have been a more lean Batman. As well, I think if you look between the animated series and the comics with Ben Affleck's Batman, it was bloody pretty good. And with that mechanical suit, I can't remember what it's called. It does have a proper name. I can't remember what it is. But if you look at that, that's in the comics too.
Yeah.
Which you've never seen in any other Batman film.
No.
Ever. You've never seen that. This is the first time you've seen it. So they stuck to a lot of things with the original Batman. I'm sorry I'm getting off track. I know a lot about Batman. I'm sorry. Anyway, keep going.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to put my 2 cents in there. I do like Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought he was really good in this.
Okay.
I reckon who else was better than him?
No
No one.
Mr. Bale was up there. But again,
No,
performance.
I meant in this movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, because Henry Cavill is.
He's got the look of Superman.
He's
And also,
good. He
yes,
does
he
it.
is also in this movie.
He
He's
does
next
it well.
on the list.
I think what the hand he was dealt with this movie for Superman was pretty shit. So he did his best with what he had, I reckon. Go through this damn list, would you?
We're going to this list. All right, so we've got Ben Affleck as Batman, Henry Cavill as Superman, Gal Gadot as
Is that how you pronounce it?
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot.
Gadot. Gal Gadot.
I've been calling it Gadot.
All right, Gal Gadot as
never
Wonder
heard of
Woman.
Gal Gadot.
You have Jeremy Irons as Alfred.
Alfred.
You got Jesse Eisenberg. Eisenberg?
Eisenberg.
Heisenberg?
It's not Heisenberg. Eisenberg.
Eisenberg. Okay.
Eisenberg. The E is
I've been
silent.
watching too much.
The
bloody-
E is silent.
Been watching too much Breaking Bad. He plays Lex Luthor, who needs to be kicked off.
Which one? I've got two. Which one?
This woman needs to be kicked off for DC big time. Amy Adams
Yeah,
as Lois
I'm
Lane.
so glad you said it.
She was shit.
Horrible Lois Lane.
She is a
Terrible
shit
casting.
Lois Lane.
Terrible casting in Man of Steel. Terrible casting in this. She should not have been cast as Lois Lane in this universe.
It was shit.
No way.
So bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Like-
She's a good actress, but I can't.
Not in this
for
role.
Not for this.
She was annoying. They portrayed this woman to be
she was
annoying
cast
as hell.
incorrectly. Yeah.
Like, I want a chopper. Like, you serious? We haven't got the funding. No, I need a chopper now.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Here you go.
Like,
Fuck off.
yeah, no, I have much to say. Well, I don't have much to say, but yeah, I know.
Well, we're going to kick off with a synopsis here, or do you want to go on the ratings?
No, do this.
Synopsis?
Go to the list.
We go to the list. So we got here. Fearing the actions of Superman are left unchecked, Batman takes on the Man of Steel while the world wrestles with what kind of hero it really needs. So yeah.
Okay.
I just Googled that, so that's the
You
first
did?
one I got.
I was really expecting you to have like a whole worked out one.
No.
Right, look at you.
No.
Cutting corners and what.
I've got one working hand at the moment. I'm not looking like one of those Chinese cats anymore.
It's a lot better.
It's a lot better
It's a
now,
lot
but when I
better.
did this, I only had one
Yeah,
working hand.
All right. Do you want some sick ass ratings?
I've got a few. Kick
You've
it
got
off,
a few.
Andy.
What do you got? A few.
I've got
I
a few
do
here.
ratings.
I got ratings here.
You can't do ratings. So I need your reaction. It's funnier.
Don't worry, I got the same. Do you know what? I'll bung it on. Pretend I forget what I said. Go the
No.
ratings. Tell me the ratings.
Okay. So, as you know, IMDb was 6.5.
Really? I'm acting
You
surprised.
just said that you know
I'm
what they
acting
are.
surprised.
Oh, God. Right. Unbelievable. Well, I suppose you know then that Rotten Tomatoes was 28%.
No, I did not know that.
Yes, you did. Don't
Yes, I did.
lie to me like that.
Oh my god.
Right.
I didn't get
And I suppose
Metacritic
you
though.
You didn't get Metacritic.
I didn't get Metacritic because I
Okay.
thought I'd leave that to you.
Well, this one got me. I was really surprised.
Mhm.
I didn't like this movie. I thought it was shit. So Metacritic, to my surprise, gave it 44. A score of 44.
That's not.
Which is pretty good for them.
That's not brilliant. That's like all right.
That's like in the middle, you know? That's like, I'd say around 40 is there, like 50.
Yeah.
Everyone else is 50, right? So that's pretty good for them.
But they're very
I
thorough.
think.
Like they actually,
Yeah, they are, yes.
like with this movie, the things that we pick out about it,
Mm.
it's a lot of petty stuff. But that's to die-hard DC fans like you and I.
no.
Like we go, no, they didn't do this right. They didn't do this right. The
Yeah,
writing
but
was shit.
no.
I don't know, but these guys actually kind of look past that stuff and actually find out.
Oh,
You know what I mean? These guys look past all the small stuff and find the bigger stuff.
Yeah.
They
that's
probably
right,
go,
yeah.
oh, one thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
everyone
you got to
knows.
remember too. Rotten Tomatoes is very much a an audience based review thing, right? So
Yeah.
they don't have their own critics. This is just an average of what
people say.
everyone thought.
Like
you
you
know.
can, like I can even write a review about it. And put it on Rotten
Exactly.
Tomatoes.
I think I'm pretty sure how Rotten Tomatoes works is they average it out.
Yeah.
Which that makes sense to me at 28%. That tells me fair amount of people hated this movie.
Oh, a lot.
Because who didn't want to see this? Like, this has so much potential that they finally go, yep, you know what? We're going to fight Batman and Superman. But the problem was they hadn't built up Batman yet, right? So they'd done Man of Steel. So they've introduced... They're starting off this universe, right?
So he's trying to say that like they went way too quick into this. They
yeah,
just
very
went,
much
oh,
so.
let's do it now.
This should have been once, like after Justice League, after all the origin stories had been done. But at this point, Affleck hadn't really had a solo... Well, hasn't had a solo Batman
Movie.
origin story.
Hmm.
Of the Fleck back.
Yeah,
right?
like his introduction even into the movie, like even I went like, really? That's how they're going to do it? Like they could have done it like a little bit better.
It was really... Well, this opens with Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Like that infamous scene.
Yeah,
right?
it pretty much kicks off with freaking,
Which
you know,
that
everybody
should have been
knows.
put into a Batman
Movie.
solo origin movie,
Yeah.
not this. This was not the right way to introduce
Like,
the Bat Fleck
from
into
what
this
even-
universe. Even though he didn't stick
Yeah.
around, that was very badly done.
Like, even like a lot of people have been saying this, they're starting to get over the same origin story again and again. Like, if like this is not the first time Batman's been on the screen. Like, anyone who's not even into comic books
so you're
knows
saying that maybe they just
knows the origin of Batman, knows it. Like, it's the
okay.
same with Spider-Man and stuff like that. Like, we can't, by now, everyone should know what happened to Bruce.
Yep.
How he decided to turn into the Batman.
Yep.
Like, his parents did get shot in an alleyway, but this is like, probably the 5th time they've done it. And I kind of went, really? Like, I know this has happened before. Like, maybe do something else. Like, probably should have kicked off with how Batman was introduced. He was in the corner, like a freaking exorcist, like a possessed person, like up in the corner, and then just going,
yeah.
Like, maybe could have kicked off with something like that. It was just, like, because I was sitting there and I watching it, and I'm like,
you're saying it didn't need the origin story.
It didn't need it, because everyone should know by now what happened to Bruce.
On that, though, you're right. Everyone has seen the origin story, right? Everyone knows it. You're right. But maybe they were just like, here's a refresher, just like you don't need it, but just to say, here it is. We'll skim over this really quick, and then we'll dive into the bat fleck, right?
Yeah, they could have shortened it up. Like, I reckon that opening bit went a bit too long.
It was too long.
It was too long, and I knew what was going to happen. It could have just maybe like done it something away where you did see like the young Bruce standing above his parents, but I think I think this was actually meant to turn into something else. Like, because you got the guy who plays Martha Wayne is actually one of the, like, is a very famous, like a pretty, noticeable actor. She plays one of the characters in The Walking Dead.
Right.
Oh, and if you've ever seen Watchmen,
yeah,
the guy who plays the comedian, always carries around with the button with the happy face.
Yeah,
That's him. He plays Thomas Wayne. I forget his name. Like
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Him.
I'll just say this now because it was in my facts, but I'll tell you now. He was actually considered for Bruce Wayne, but then got cast as Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, because I think they were going to turn this into. If you have you ever seen the Flashpoint movie, the Flashpoint Paradox?
No.
Well,
but I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, so in that movie, or in the comic, Bruce is the one who dies. Thomas Wayne becomes Batman.
Yep.
Martha Wayne becomes the Joker.
I didn't know that.
She goes psychotic because of the death of her son.
Right.
And so Thomas Wayne becomes Batman, fights, tries to... I think he ends up killing his wife.
That'd be cool.
So
definitely do that.
Bruce Wayne... so Thomas Wayne... I think
that'd
was
be a
meant to
really
turn
cool
into-
movie as a Tarantino movie. Like, imagine that plot as a Tarantino. You'd never see it, but it would be a hella. Just make it like an R-rated what if. Yeah. That would just be hectic by Tarantino. Anyway, that would be awesome, I reckon. Let us know if you think that would be great. I do.
That'd be great.
So that's the ratings.
The ratings.
We are well and truly over. We only got 10 minutes left. We haven't even started.
We'll keep going.
This one's going to be a big one, guys. Sorry. Budget was, this I didn't understand, 250 to 300 mil. Right? Now, that's pretty standard for a big blockbuster movie.
Oh, well, they would have made from the money from...
How do you not? Where's the 50 million go? How do you get 250 to 300? Like, I'm not asking for
Ben
down to
Affleck
the
got bonuses.
But how do you not know if you spend an extra $50 million or not? That was just something funny.
Ben Affleck got bonuses.
Well, maybe.
So maybe Gal Gadot.
250 to 3 million to make, and it made 872. Which I'm not surprised. But
yeah,
because everyone, including myself, went and seen this, was like, hell yeah, this is going to be hectic. And it was just 3 hours of horse shit. But everyone was super keen to see it. And I'm glad that they took the audience's advice afterwards and went, okay, yeah, sorry, that was shit. My bad. My big.
And they did some sort of small improvement with Justice League.
Yeah, a little bit. Not much, but a little bit.
Yeah.
Justice League was better than this. Yes, I'll admit.
Dodger.
Yes. First scene, well, we kind of already discussed that. So
yeah, we're not going to go into that because I found it dismal and boring.
I've got a fair few fun facts if you want some of them.
You want to kick it off with the fun facts?
Go for it. Fun fact number one was the voice changer that Ben Affleck Batman uses.
Yeah.
Was actually the idea of Kevin Smith.
Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, he wrote it. Yeah. So he's Bob.
Who doesn't know who Kevin Smith is?
I know, right? So he plays Bob,
yes.
Silent Bob. But yeah, he's a big nerd for comic books and what have you. So that was his idea to actually put that in there, and then they ended up using it. So they said that his Ben Affleck's original voice, like his normal voice, is too high pitched for Batman. Apparently,
okay.
I didn't see it, but apparently I don't hear it in any other movie. But there you go.
Righto.
Number two, Superman had a whopping 42 lines of dialogue in this 3-hour movie. 42 lines. That's it.
If you now I think of it, sorry. Yeah. Holy crap. He didn't say that much, did he?
He had no dialogue. Nothing.
How do you do that?
Because it's all those dramatic shots of him
And you know what?
hovering in the air or coming
and
down or superhero landing.
This
or
is going to
whatever.
come in my cons, and I've got something good about that.
So there you go, 42 lines. Speaking of, our mate Gal Gadot
Oh.
had a whopping 16 lines in this
Yeah,
movie.
she wasn't. I don't think she
But
was meant to
wasn't
have a
main
major part.
character, so you kind of expect that. But even so, only
love her.
16 lines. Not much. She was given 2 more in the extended cut, but that hasn't been released.
And might I add, she is possibly the best tattoo I've got on my arm.
She's the best. I have another one about her, actually, which I do love.
Yeah.
So she's the first non-American actress to play Wonder Woman or Diana Prince.
Yes, because she's Middle Eastern.
Yes.
Yes.
So she's the first non-American actor to play that, which, yeah, okay, kind of would have figured that out on your own. But here it is. How about this one? She is the only actress to perform as Wonder Woman in a theatrical.
Yeah, because Wonder Woman's never been in a movie.
No.
No, Wonder Woman's
didn't
always
know
had
that.
a TV show, or
Yeah.
she's always been used in cartoons or animated movies.
Exactly right. So she's never been in
A feature film.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. I thought that was pretty cool.
Well,
It's like, oh, well, there you go.
I had a couple, but they're not as big.
Well,
What I've got.
Oh, I wasn't done, but you know.
Oh, continue. Sorry.
That's fine.
Sorry. Continue.
That's fine. You want to? Why not good enough for you?
No, you're not.
Okay, ouch.
Continue. Sorry for cutting you off.
This one got. I was pretty thrilled with this one. So at the beginning of a movie, we pan across with Bruce Wayne as he runs from his parents, and there's a couple of graves in the background.
Yeah.
One of those graves actually is a grave of Solomon Grundy, who,
Ooh,
if you
I
don't
never
know,
noticed that.
is no, I never noticed it either.
Solomon
so
Grundy.
I read this and I was like, yeah.
Born on a Sunday.
So it's Solomon Grundy grave,
Oh, okay.
gravestone.
I
in that
never
shot.
knew that.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
I'll have to go back and watch that. See
There
if I
you
can
go.
find it.
So that was pretty wonderful.
Well, that's interesting.
Uh,
There you go.
Do you know what? Do you know who they wanted originally to play Lex Luthor?
Ooh, and it was probably someone way better.
Tom Hanks was eyed for Lex Luthor.
I would have had him, to be honest.
If you look at this, well, it depends on where you want to put Lex in this sort of universe, in this movie, right? Because here he's playing a younger Lex Luthor. Because Jesse Eisenberg doesn't really come
He's in
across
his late,
as
early 30s.
yeah, mid-30s.
On
kind
the
of Lex
rise.
Luthor. Exactly. Still has hair. Like, he's not perceived as this already established
Do
Lex
have
Luthor,
some things to say
So yeah,
about him in
Tom
my
Hanks
cons, but
was there you go.
Well, there you go. That's actually
Was
pretty.
eyed for
I
it.
never knew that.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. All right, now you may go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you indeed. Well, mine, I didn't really go too much into it.
Mhm.
I did this at probably like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, fair call. Fair call.
So I've got the Riddler question mark that was on the pier.
Yes.
On the pier,
Yeah.
And that was pretty noticeable, to be honest. If I
yeah.
think anyone watched it, just noticed a pretty obvious question mark.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Maybe
pretty
not.
cool.
Yeah, it was there, yeah.
I liked, it's the Omega symbol in the middle in the nightmare. And if anyone, obviously everyone knows what that means. I know it's not a very interesting fact, but it does mean that Darkseid has taken over the Earth.
Yeah.
And I can't wait till some Darkseid comes in.
You're going to bring that into the universe.
He is, I reckon they will.
Yeah.
When they make another Justice League movie, they'll bring him in.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be sick. He's going to be so good.
They need a new Justice movie, but they need a new director.
They need a new, just everything, really. Another one is the Batman suit that he wears to fight Superman.
Yeah.
That suit was actually portrayed in I don't know if you ever read the comic or watched the movie, The Batman, The Dark Knight. It's about pretty much like an older
Like the
Bruce
Dark Knight
Wayne.
Returns.
No, not Dark Knight Returns, the Batman, The Dark Knight. It's a comic.
Okay. Yeah, right.
It's a very famous comic. Like,
Yeah.
it's him like jumping, and you see the lightning strike, and you see like Batman do like that weird little pose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually a comic. That's actually they adapted that into a animation film,
Yeah, right.
and pretty much it's right at the second film. It's Batman versus Superman, and pretty much plays out the same way. Like Batman does beat him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like I wish they used it in that movie. Like in the comic, in the movie, he grabs up saying, "I want you to remember this day. I want you to remember the one man who beat you."
Yeah.
I was like, say that in the movie.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And I was pretty pissed off at that.
Wasted opportunity, yeah.
Another one is, it's just a small one, and I really don't think it meant anything. It was Perry White saying, "Come on, Clark, it's not 1938 anymore."
Yeah.
Which is a reference to the first action comic
the
made,
year that it was released.
The year that it was released,
Yep.
and the first action comic in 1938.
Correct.
The very famous action comic. That's pretty much all I've got.
I like it.
That's pretty much. They're not really interesting facts. I reckon people are
that was
sitting there going, "Oh, okay."
I was interested.
Okay, thank you.
I just knew most of them.
Thank you, sire. Thank you,
sire.
sire. Thank you.
Very good. I have reviews. Would you love a review?
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't get good ones.
That's all right.
There were some good ones. I just didn't get them because I thought no one cares about good reviews.
I want bad ones.
I like this. I agree with all of these, but there is one in particular I love. So the first one is, let's begin with Snyder, who starts at over the top, then rockets to the atmosphere.
Yep.
Just a really
Small.
long
Hit the
3-hour
nail on the
flight.
head.
But yep,
He tried
I
to
totally
reach for the
agree.
stars when he needed to build up to that.
Totally agree. Yeah, just went hell for leather. Too much. Too much.
Well, too much.
Keep your expectations well in check, and you might find yourself enjoying this. That one I feel like you get along with because you go into things very empty-minded.
I go things with I switch my brain off.
Exactly.
And that's what
Which
I
is
did with this
effectively
film.
what that's saying.
Pretty much with these movies, I switch my brain off. And like when the first time I sat down and watched this, I enjoyed it.
I think with it, see, the thing was, with a title like that, you can't help but get excited. Your expectations go up. Because
Yeah.
you go, that's going to be hectic. Like that's
I
gonna
was
be
just more
awesome.
thinking Batman. Like I wasn't really
And
thinking,
yeah, I don't give a shit about Superman. I was
don't
the
really
same. I'm like, yeah, another Batman film. Hells yeah.
Like-
I was totally all the way in.
Yeah.
And just totally let all the way down.
I just went in, like I do with all these sort of movies. Every superhero movie I go in, I switch my brain off and just sit there
Yeah.
and enjoy it. And then afterwards, I kind of
The thing
go
is,
back and
with-
think about it and go, wow, that was bad.
That's why
or
I
that
like
was fucking
Marvel,
awesome.
because Marvel worked it out where you could watch them and you still had to think a little bit once they started building up the universe, especially because they put in a shitload of Easter eggs in each film.
I don't know. Have you seen Captain Marvel?
Like they were. Moving on.
That's another story.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Over 2.5 hours, it stumbles its way through what feels like at least 3 different movies with clumsy tonal shifts and an entirely confusing, loosely existed plot.
Yeah.
I totally
I agree with that.
100%.
I like that.
100%. So true. It's so jumpy. It feels like, well, not jumpy, but it's so long and it goes over, it follows too many stories.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Like, it doesn't, but it does. It's weird how oddly accurate that is.
Yeah, like there's, like you
It's
said,
really
you know,
hard to
you got
explain.
Batman, you got Superman, you got Lois Lane, you got Alfred, you've got Lex Luthor, then you've got, I'm going to bring it into my cons, but I think we might as well just skip, I don't know if you want to skip past that or just like, or do you want me to talk about it
that's
now?
next. So we're gonna,
Right, yeah, well, I'll bring that up a little bit later, but
Good segue into it.
yeah, like you've got so many story, like you said, look, there's so many characters that need to be a part of this movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they have to have their say. Like, I could have named 3 of those characters that did not even need that much lines.
Needed nothing to be in this
Nothing
movie.
to do with the movie. And
Yeah.
like you said, Superman had, 40 lines in that movie?
Again, because they kind of try to do the Marvel thing where they were like sneakily introducing different characters and
They didn't
trying
need to
to
do
Easter
that.
egg this movie, but it just didn't work.
It didn't.
was just
and
too much. It
That's
was just
what
too
kind of
much
what I'm
shit.
happy with the new
All the way
Justice
in there.
League, like the new DC movies. They're not doing that anymore.
yeah.
They're just saying, like with Aquaman, there was the only Easter eggs that were in Aquaman
Yeah,
were about Aquaman, not
Yeah.
about anybody else.
yeah, that's right. Don't put any in,
Yeah.
or do it correctly.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
it's not that hard.
They just try to jam so much. Like,
it's too
I
much.
agree with that 100%.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
perfect.
Me too. It was a perfect review. Now you can do your cons.
Right, we're going cons, and there's going to be a lot. I know you and I have a lot to say.
I'm pretty much done. I'm out.
I'm just...
I don't like this.
Okay, I'm going to just say mine, because yours will probably go for like 50 minutes.
I think you're going to
What-
cover most of mine, to be honest.
I think one, and it's very... And it just hits the nail on the head of what the last review just said.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking senator in that movie. She had more of a part than Superman. She was more involved in that movie than any other character in that film.
Yeah.
She didn't
Yeah,
need
too
to
much.
be in there.
Way too much. Yeah.
And whoever was it, Helen Hunt that plays her?
Holly Hunt.
Holly Hunt.
Holly Hunter.
Holly Hunter. I don't care what her name is.
Holly Hunt.
She is shocking.
Yeah.
She was terrible. She had no part in that movie.
Yeah.
No, she had no reason to be a part of that movie. Only for the bits, like legit, when it has to talk about Superman,
Yep.
the trial of Superman. That is it. That is the only time that she had
needed
to be in that movie.
Yep.
She like that whole scene with her and Lex Luthor. That
Yeah.
could have been cut.
Yeah, no
I should
way
have
that
cut that
needed-
movie.
yeah,
Like
absolutely.
that bit should have been done and dusted.
Yep.
Like Lex Luthor should have been talking to Superman or Bruce Wayne in that scene.
Yeah.
Not
her.
her.
Yeah.
She had nothing to do with it. Another one.
Yep.
Amy Adams as Lois Lane. You are terrible.
Poor casting. Yeah.
It's shit.
Terrible casting.
Oh,
yeah.
she had nothing to do with that. And then the whole, like,
Yeah.
and I'm glad they didn't go with it. You know, when Superman fell asleep and your Flash comes out going, she's the key.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate that God he's not talking about Lois Lane. She was like, she had no need for that movie at all. She just had to be, I reckon, a little background noise.
Yeah.
Like
Obviously, she was imperative in Man of Steel, but she didn't need to
oh,
be
she
in
had
this
to
movie.
be in that movie?
She didn't need to be in this movie, and
No, she had
was
to have
poorly
no
cast
part.
back then in Man of Steel.
Oh, that just
So
got
he
me worked.
Especially didn't, but
up.
they couldn't change it. Like, I'm glad they didn't change her, but it
Oh.
was just piss poor from the get go. I agree.
Oh, it was just like
going.
going, come on,
Yeah.
like you are terrible. And why has she got more lines than Superman?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
His name is in the title.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
And
What else you got?
I've got the special effects,
Hmm.
and we all know, Andy, you love some good special effects. This one was shocking.
This is my number one hatred of special effects. This movie is in my worst list now because of the special effects.
They were
I can
terrible.
overlook everything else. It was the effects of this movie.
Oh,
They
the-
fucking suck.
I
They're
think, like you
so
said,
bad.
they try to reach for the stars or something and
there's
just
just
fuck
one
it.
scene when they're in that building and he gets a sink. He lifts up the sink and he goes to smash it over his
Yeah.
head. Right? Batman lifts the sink up. It is so poorly done and it's just so overly animated and CGI.
Like, some things did not need to be animated in that film.
So bad, man. I cannot explain. These visual effects suck. But I've noticed a common trend in these DC movies. Most of them suck. Most of the visual effects suck.
I don't know
Right.
they have all this budget
There's
and they can't
so
spend it on
much-
good special effects.
Like, I could believe that Thanos was a real thing. I can't believe that. I can't believe that Batman can lift a sink up, like that scene where he lifts the sink and there's water pissing out everywhere and there's like ceramic going everywhere. I don't believe that. Not for a second. I don't believe Batman couldn't do it.
You can't tell me that they could have cut a scene with Ben Affleck actually holding a sink.
Like, it was just so shit.
They had, like you said, with the budget that they had,
massive budget.
they should have had a proper, like, special effects. Like, that's just no excuse.
Oh, man. No.
Like I said,
No,
like
it
I
was
said with this
just-
movie, I'm not mad. I'm just very disappointed.
Oh, no, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Another one is how they portrayed Lex Luthor. They made him out to be a lunatic. Lex
yeah, he's
Luthor's
a little-
not a lunatic.
he's a
He's
little
just an
crazy.
evil genius. That's what he's meant to be.
He's smart, but he's
Like,
he's a little nuts.
no, they, like, throughout the movie, he was going good. As soon as he started getting the whole, like, he took, Martha Kent and took all that, he started going loopy. He started going mental. And then at the end where he's like, oh, the bell's been ring.
Yeah,
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
I was there going, he's not
You
a
kind of talking like Joker territory.
He's
yeah.
like, he's looking like he's about to become the Joker. Like, no,
Yeah.
Lex Luthor's meant to be an evil genius. That's what
Yeah.
he's meant to be.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that, like, I can forgive that.
Yeah.
That's something I can push aside. I'm not going to rant about that. Like,
No, that's fair.
about
That's
the
fair.
fucking senator.
What got me? Sorry, are you done?
No, continue.
I
One more. That's it.
my only not my only con, but my biggest con was this movie depict Gotham and Metropolis right next to each other by a bridge.
Yeah, it's just a river.
But geographically speaking, yes, we know Gotham is its own little island, right?
Yeah.
We know that. Has bridges coming in and out. We don't know what's on the other side, but we know that.
It
that's-
wouldn't be
that's
Metropolis.
Gotham. There is no way that is Metropolis. And I get that they need, like, for the purpose of this movie to work, they needed to be in the same area. Okay, I get it. But no.
No.
No. Bad Zack
They
Snyder.
were like right
Bad.
next to, like, so, like, every island has a superhero. Like, next thing you know.
Well, that's effectively what it's saying, yeah.
I don't know who.
Like, you're talking like a New York and Jersey City kind of deal, right?
Kinda, yeah.
That's what that sort of depict, geographically speaking. It was terrible. No.
It's like Star City's like right
Metropolis
around the
is
corner
not
and there's the
next
Flash.
to Gotham City. That's not a thing.
I think they could have,
It's
like,
never been a thing. It will never be a thing.
I don't know. I reckon, like, they could have had Gotham City, like, probably on the other side, like, up or not south or.
How else? I get it. How else are you supposed to have them in the same sort of area? But
Yeah.
it could have been as simple as Batman. You could have had it set in one city, not over
You
both.
could have had Batman going to Metropolis.
Exactly. For the
And it
trial
does-
of
and it
Superman.
happens.
You could have had Bruce Wayne going to the trial of Superman in Metropolis, which
Yeah.
you did have.
Or it could have
but
been
then you
set in
didn't need-
Gotham.
You didn't need Gotham at all.
Or it
Keep
could have
Gotham
been,
out of
or it could have gone to Gotham. That's the thing. It could have gone to one or the other, not two.
It didn't need to be both, and it definitely didn't need to be depicted as right next to each other.
And even with another thing, like, this is
That was
probably
one
what my little opinion on it. I reckon they nailed Gotham better than they did Metropolis.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
you go to Gotham, it's meant to be a rundown city,
Dark.
dark, gritty.
Yeah.
They nailed it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
anything to do with
absolutely.
anything with Batman to do
Because
like,
this movie was dark and dirty and gross.
I like that. That's going to be in the pros here. But another one I've got is Doomsday. He looked like a troll from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it was bad.
He was shocking.
Yeah.
If anyone knows if like
ugly
Doomsday
and
comes out,
gross.
he's meant to have like long grey hair, bones,
Yeah.
spikes everywhere, and he comes out looking like a troll.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is
Slimy
this?
shit. Yeah.
Like, but I will get it like, when he beams up and the whole lightning thing flies around with a big wave of circles or whatever.
Yeah.
I did like that. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was the only special effects I liked because I was like, oh, that's, bright lights.
Small things abuse
Small
minds,
things,
folks.
yes. Like I said, I went in with this, my brain switched off. Anyway, we'll stop talking about this movie is because I've got, we can go.
We can go on forever, and we are literally out of time.
Pros, I like the DCEU.
Yeah.
I like how they did portray what DC is in these movies, dark and gritty, which they're meant to be. This is not Marvel's super fun, happy time.
Yeah.
This is where people actually get killed and maimed and like actually get hurt.
Shit happens, yeah.
Not in, Marvel makes it out like 100 people die, but it's Marvel. It's super fun, happy time. The fight scenes, I reckon they were all right.
Nope.
I like the action in it.
No, they were terrible.
I thought they were all right.
That was bad.
You shut your mouth.
This
This is my pros here.
Sorry.
You can go on about
You
your
go.
cons.
I can't agree with you.
The warehouse scene with Batman. That has to be probably the best Batman moment in like existence. Him
Cinematic
kicking,
history.
like it just reminded me of the Arkham games where you can just like kick like about 50 people.
Yeah.
He just absolutely went to town.
They
He was
really
like what
did-
Batman should be
They
doing.
really did well with the comic book version of Batman in this,
Yes.
I'll admit. But I think that's where they focused a lot of their effort.
Yeah.
A lot of their effort, I think, was focused there.
Like,
because
If you even look back with
There was a lot
Zack
of-
Snyder, he does love to compare to the comics and
Yeah.
actually loves to be very accurate.
yeah,
Even with
which they
this
did with
scene,
Batman, but then everything else, he was like, oh, well,
Oh, even
visual
with
effects. No, we don't need that.
Like
Fine.
there's some bits of Superman that he kind of nailed. There was
Who's the
bits
cheapest
with,
guy we can get for visual effects?
let's have the cheapest guy. But
That's what happened.
that fight scene with him just kicking like 15 bad guys with guns and shit, that was pretty friggin' awesome.
Yeah,
I
it was pretty
I did
badass
love
Batman
that.
moment. Yeah, I'll give you that.
And like the old mate comes up and stabs him in the head, like stabs him in the back,
Yeah.
and all that. And other people, someone say like the suit's meant to be indestructible, but he gets stabbed.
Yeah, he gets straight through it.
Worked it out. In his suit, that's actually armor parts. So his chest has got like all that.
So, yeah, it's got gaps.
So
in
where he got
between.
stabbed was obviously the weak point of the suit.
Yeah.
But that's a little, righto.
Yeah, if you want to get right into it.
Yeah,
fair
rightio,
enough.
hero.
That's okay.
No, but I did like that. I
Yeah.
did like that bit.
Okay.
I thought that was, I reckon that was probably the best bit of that movie, to
Okay.
be honest.
Would you say that is your moment of the movie then?
Yeah, that is actually my moment of the movie. No, I'm just looking
See
at my
that
notes.
mad
Yeah,
segue?
shit.
That was a sick segue that I just did just now.
There you go. Well,
That was-
and
yeah.
I got one
Well
more,
done to me.
and that's it. Introducing Wonder Woman, Cyborg, The Flash,
Yes.
and Aquaman.
Yeah.
Did like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. You see
the-
them all
yeah,
like
they
doing
do
what they're
that great
doing, and you
shot of-
see the creation of Cyborg.
Yeah.
Do you want, if anything they've nailed throughout this whole thing, there's two things, Batman and Cyborg.
Yeah.
Cyborg's origin.
Yeah.
They
that was
nailed
good
both of
because
them.
they didn't need, because Justice League was obviously so close to this, they needed to rush that in.
Yeah.
Which they did well. I
Yeah,
admit,
it was like, that's what
Yeah.
they should have done at the start of the movie.
Yeah, that could have been a good opening.
That would have been
scene. Yeah.
perfect. Like,
Yeah.
it was 5 seconds.
need
I was
that.
like, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Puts
Boom.
the box.
Yeah.
Puts the box with him. He starts to like turn into Cyborg, and you're like, and then you could just put 2 and 2 together. Like, oh, that's Cyborg.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
And then-
cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, that's my
I
pros
agree.
of the movie.
Very good.
If you've got
Well,
any
no,
pros
your
there,
moment, I
Andy?
got nothing. Nope.
You
You
got
got
nothing?
skip straight over me. Nope.
Righto, well, like I said,
Hated
my
all of it.
moment of the
I
movie.
literally write in pros and cons. I wrote in capital letters. It all sucks. That's it.
Well, moment of the movie was obviously the warehouse scene.
Yep. Fair call.
That was actually
I'll wear that.
pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. What? It,
Go
what?
on.
What?
Or
No.
you just got no.
Nope.
Nope.
But I'm curious to know what flavor you have this week, though.
Oh, I've got the performance of the movie.
Can we just get to the jam rating? My God, I want to know what flavor you have.
Performance, I just said Ben Affleck as the Batman.
Yeah, fair.
No, he
I'll
was
second
awesome.
that. You know what? Yeah, second.
Ladies and gentlemen, so today
Yes.
went into the kitchen this morning.
Yeah, you did.
Grabbed out a couple pieces of toast, as I do for me and my wife, because
You're supposed to put them in the
she's
toaster. You
pregnant.
should have got bread and then put them in the toaster.
So,
You can't go to
yeah.
the cupboard and get toast.
So I shut up. I'm here, got into the kitchen, grabbed the bread out.
Mm-hmm.
As I went to cook, I will make my wife and I, my pregnant wife and I, some breakfast and put in the toast. Came out and I looked at my jam collection and what am I going to do today? And I looked at it and I was like, oh, look at a new flavour here. Apple butter jam.
Apple butter jam.
And I did.
Oh,
I looked it up.
I didn't
It's
know
a real thing.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Apple
Ah.
butter jam, because right now it's time for jam ratings.
That
Apple butter.
absolutely sounds delicious.
I've never tried. You know what? I actually want to start collecting jams so I can do this
Yes,
and go.
please
You
do,
know what? I
because
taste
I
it,
am
and it's actually
damn
pretty good.
curious. Is that a thing?
That's a thing.
Oh my god!
Apple butter
that
jam.
sounds so good.
Apple butter jam. So
Yeah.
get amongst the people.
Oh my yes.
So my jam of the day, or jam of the episode.
It's a jam rating. My
It's a jam
god.
rating. It's the jam of the episode.
7 episodes. You still don't.
Shut up. It's jam 5.7 out of 10.
I forgot about this.
I had to go
The random
one
decimal
more.
point.
I had to
Yeah.
go 2 more above
Yeah,
Power
I forgot
Rangers
about
for
the
this.
randomicity of your ratings. Yes.
I'm mixing it up,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? How many
Mixing it
jars
up.
I gave it?
2.
2. I gave it 2 jars. Yeah, 2 jars because I like Batman. I'm an avid Batman fan, and I'll give it 2 for Batman. 1 for Batman, 1 for the Fleck.
Well, the only reason I went to 5.7 is because I gave Power Rangers 5.5, and it was not. Power Rangers were worse than this. You've got to admit, it was worse.
No, see,
If I had the choice between Batman and Superman and Power Rangers, I'd pick Batman v
I'd
Superman.
probably watch. Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. That's.
I'd pick Batman v Superman over
Yeah,
Power
you're probably
Rangers.
right.
So I had to go 2
Yeah.
2 points over that.
Yeah, you're probably right there.
I didn't, like I said, I didn't hate this movie. I didn't hate it. I was just like, just say your son fucked up. You go up to him and go, mate, I'm not mad. I'm just very disappointed. Feel a bit let down. I expected more from you.
Fair
Zack
point.
Snyder, I hope your dad said this to you after this.
After
this, and just went, mate,
It's bad,
I'm very
mate.
disappointed.
Well, I hated it.
I
That's
thought
all I'm
I
gonna say.
thought it was meh.
Thank you for listening. We are,
Just Dad Movies.
and we will see you next time.
Thanking you.